Am I done with Domekeeper? I would say very probably. We were done with Domekeeper for a while. We finished all the challenges for that game. And I don't have a whole lot of interest in Prestige mode, nor standard runs. And it sounds like I owe the chat a dad joke somewhere in the way as well. What kind of treat does the defect enjoy? Cookies. I could see losing all our gold for a random rare relic here. Rare relics do be strong. Fighting the Guardian. There's no path that hits more than 2 elites. So having an extra relic is pretty nice. Don't forget to clear those cookies. Let's try a rare relic here. Get a turnip. Meaning we cannot be frail. That could be okay. Definitely encourages us to pick up more of the direct block cards that the defect has. Stuff like auto shields, charge battery, these sorts of things. Definitely glad to have that starting cracked core again. At least for one run. But I think we'll find that in the late game, that's when we really miss it. So here's a good question. Floor 1 defect. Do you take Sweeping Beam or Cold Snap? I think past me would always take the Cold Snap, but current me thinks that maybe locking in that first area card might be a really good idea. But I was definitely of the idea that previously just channeling orbs is the way to go. Chat is mostly of the opinion to take Frost as well. But I do think there's some merit to Sweeping Beam here. Really do. Yes, early, especially floor 1, actually, Cold Snap is really nice because, as chat notes, lots of enemies deal defend +1 or defend +2 amounts of damage. So the Cold Snap helps you block the chip damage that you would otherwise be taking in these couple of fights. Should try a 20+ copies of Recursion deck. Now, there's an idea. I think I just want to take 3 combats to get started here. Starting to shy away from those events, maybe taking more card rewards, find more cards, get more potions, live a better life. And yeah, here's exactly an example of that enemy that's dealing just enough damage that we cannot full block with 1 defend, but we can with the power of Cold Snap. It's pretty convenient. Get a pretty weak potion. Second Cold Snap. Could have had a Sweeping Beam and a Cold Snap. Or we could take a second Cold Snap. I'm not completely averse to that, but maybe I'd rather have the slightly higher damage of Melter. Melter is a good Act 1 pick. But yeah, actually, I do like a second Cold Snap. Especially paired with this weak potion. We have a good defense plan for this first elite here. Our boss is Guardian. That's definitely a fight where the block remove does have some value. Also solves that pesky baseball that got us last time. But believes in 3-snap Act 1. I am thinking that more orb channeling is the way to go here. Triple snap, you say. I'll take another Cold Snap. Definitely think the second snap is quite good. Definitely. Not necessarily snap pick territory, but very good. Ooh, and we can add Dark Orb. Still missing the AoE card, so Doom and Gloom does look pretty good. Definitely a big fan of that one. I like Doom and Gloom because it marries two sort of separate but very important damage rolls, which is it has area damage for multi-enemy fights, and it has Dark Orbs for fights with one big enemy. And so no matter what kind of fight you're in, you want to play Doom and Gloom as a damage card. It's never the best damage card, but it's always a good damage card. That matters for quite a lot. Definitely no need to go to a shop here. We have 42 gold. Let's take another fight here instead. This should be pretty easy. The Lone Blue Slaver. It's 2 I'm pretty sure we defend here, rather than taking 3. Feels like with these Frost Orbs, blocking should be pretty easy. Which we then fail to do. No. But my face, though. Excuse me, sir. You considered my face. Okay, Focus Potion is definitely going to pay off in an elite fight with these things. 3 snaps and you're out? Actually, no, I think with our variety of orbs, this is a really good opportunity to take an early loop here. That's a sweet, sweet loop. It can supercharge a Dark Orb, or it can just give us 4 block per turn once it's upgraded. And I might upgrade loop as a priority here. You can think of loop as extra orb slots that you don't need to fill. So where capacitor is really slow because you make orb slots with it and then you have to fill those orb slots with different cards, loop gives you all the benefit of having an extra orb without having to actually do the work to get one. It's pretty nice. A lazy man's capacitor. Perhaps. How, by the way? Single Red Slaver poses a bit more of a threat here. I'm wondering if I want a Doom and Gloom. If this fight goes too long, this guy could absolutely slap us for 21 damage. And we cannot block 21. I'd play Doom and Gloom. I'd have to play Zap, then Cold Snap, and then we can dual cast. That's doable. When was the last time I actually picked Claw in a card reward? It's been a while. I've really soured on it as a card. From recent experiences. Jamat, thanks for 31 months of support. Okay, yes, we have a kill next turn. Easy peasy. Defragment is here, or Hologram or Cool-Headed. Wow. Defragment, huh? That seems like a pretty good defragment. We're building out a very traditional orb scaling deck, but it is going to work quite well with all these pieces. First you take the Frost, then you take the Focus. Does that mean we upgrade defrag instead of loop? I think it does. We can upgrade loop later. Okay, let's do that. Oh no, Faley, the painful lesson. Yeah. So it goes sometimes. The risk of introducing a new friend. All right, Sleepy Egg is an excellent first opponent here, as we can set up our powers and possibly some orbs in relative peace. Probably we don't need to use the Focus Potion then. Oh, I can do Doom and Gloom Loop. That sounds pretty good. Although Doom and Gloom Cold Snap also pretty good at the moment. If I just play Loop, we skip the Doom and Gloom. Next turn I could do Zap Cold Snap. Maybe that's better. Get rid of the Ascender's Bane. Okay, I'll play that game. We have to skip the Cold Snap, though. Loop doesn't activate until the start of the turn. Go Cold Snap, then Zap. Put the Frost Orb in front. And now we have maybe a better draw here, hopefully. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I could dual cast the Frost to practically full block, or I can loop it. I think I like doing defend, defend, zap here. Looping this Frost Orb for next turn. So we'll block 14, take 6. Banna Wade, thanks for the Prime sub and the 4 months. Would I pick up a Darkness card here? I would definitely consider it. Consider it. I like adding Equilibrium, Hologram, or Multicast from here, basically letting us line up dual cast with the Dark Orb more often. Compile Driver would be good here. Did it ever dual cast over Zap? I don't think so, right? Deal 20 versus deal 10 and deal 5 per turn. It's defend, defend, Zap. And next turn we have 8 block for free, plus 7 more if I evoke it. Or, well, 7 instead of 4. Which I will evoke. And then defend full blocks. Might as well Cold Snap again, too. Strike or take 1? So we take 1. Good fight. Pretty clean elite overall. We even ended with more health than we started, thanks to the pair. I did talk about Compile Driver being good. Here is a Compile Driver. Turbo, I think, is a little premature. We've been taking some premature turbos in our recent runs, and it really hasn't worked out if you don't have good card draw or really expensive cards. Turbo is a bit of a toughie. Beam Cell could definitely add some extra damage here, but the same is true of Compile Driver. And we don't have the no starting orb that usually, with our boss swap runs, makes the Compile Driver kind of bad. So let's grab that. I think we should start defaulting to combat over event when given the choice in Act 1. And just see how that goes for us. Excuse me. This is a lousy turn 1. Yikes. We've got 19 damage incoming. That's too much, and I can't kill any of them. Seems like maybe a good time to colorless potion. It's an unreliable potion. Could do something, could do nothing. We don't know until we drink it. Could make us money with Hand of Greed. Quite a bit, actually. Hand of Greed would be really good here. Yeah, come on, Hand of Greed. Also acceptable would be maybe Master Strategy, Dramatic Entrance. Actually, any attack would let me at least kill one of them. But ideally, again, Hand of Greed. Secret Technique. Ain't it. Although I could at least Secret Technique for dual cast. And then... that's not even that good. Terrible. What about Grammatic Entrance? Learn them some grammar. Dual cast gives me a kill for sure. Sadly, not true, actually. If it hits front and middle, we cannot kill anything. But yeah, it's not a bad shot, right? If it hits the same one twice, or if it hits the back one once, we get a kill. That's worth it. And we don't have a better play, right? The only options for what we're seeking for. Neither of these do anything immediately. Because we don't draw cards for this, and this literally has no effect till next turn. And then our only options are... defend, dual cast, or zap. I guess if we take a defend, we save 5, guaranteed. Maybe I just get a defend. Play defend, defend, cold snap. Take 7. Let's do that. And then hit you. So you have the highest base damage and the lowest base health. Give him a chonking. Okay, clean fight from here. I'm reasonably happy with that. We get our potion back, too. Oh, now we've got an interesting decision here. Rainbow versus Ball Lightning versus Recursion. I think all of these interact well with our orb-centricness. All of them are potentially good adds. Rainbow is definitely a favorite with Compile Driver. I would agree that Recursion would typically need an upgrade here. The Ball Lightning is just solid and reliable, too. I do like Rainbow. I think it's very reasonable for us to upgrade this Recursion, is the thing. Which makes it really attractive to me, actually. Recursion can help us juggle the Dark Orb, or just keep enough different orb types to keep the Compile Driver going. Rainbow is more orb gen, which is always welcome, especially with focus. Really liking that Recursion, actually. The more I think about it, the more I want this Recursion. Because we can upgrade the Recursion. It's going to be a zero-cost Recursion. It's going to be a good Recursion. Does Loop like the Recursion? Yeah, a Loop likes orb control in general. Anything that helps us have more decision about what orb is in front is going to work well with Loop. Orb manipulation. Grab that Recursion. And once again, a Smiling Mask. For cheap removes at shops, I think the Defect really likes Smiling Mask, because Defect wants to get rid of lots of strikes, and Defect wants to go to lots of shops and look at their shop relics. So Defect likes the Smiling Mask and the meal ticket quite a bit, I would say. Let's upgrade you right away. Runic Capacitor is also a good one. Ouch, by the way. Here's a bit of a spooky fight. Is this dangerous enough to merit maybe our Blessing of the Forge here? As it would certainly make our turn 1 better. We could do a lot more damage with Cold Snap. We could play the Defend and upgraded Loop, or I could do 2 attacks into the Slime, which we need to kill quickly here. Next turn's going to be pretty ugly at the moment. We're going to be weakened, and this slime is guaranteed to be attacking us for quite a bit. I think this might be worth investing here. Take only 2 damage instead of 5. We do a lot more to the acid slime. And we're 30% and 40% chance to get another potion before the next elites. I'll do it. I don't expect the next fight to be as dangerous as this one. Good job, Lightning Orb. At 12. Draw me some cards. I guess I have to count on dual cast here, huh? Doom and Gloom is 1 short. It'd be a 50-50. Strike is 4 short. We wouldn't get there at all. Dual cast, at least we get to roll the 50-50 twice, and then we can defend if we know we didn't get there. Surely it'll hit. Damn it. Help. Help. Oof. Extra punished, too. Life do be like that sometimes. Moijra, thanks for 25 months, and Necrothal with 20 months of support. Thank you both. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, I say. Okay, so something I tend to notice that I lack in these sorts of decks is front-loaded block to help us out with turns where we don't draw the right kind of scaling or other good stuff. I think a leap might be a nice little addition to the deck. I think normally I might be inclined to start skipping here, but leap might serve a role that we're lacking, and it's better than usual with the turnip, too. So yes, I think with turnip, we should probably strongly consider leap. Even more so, yes, than cool-headed, because cool-headed does not block very much up front. It'll block 2, not 9. If we don't have the focus in play. Yeah, once all the powers are down, sure, cool-headed is better than leap, but the key thing here is to have some cards that are better before all the powers are down. Let's take a leap here. Take a leap with me, Twitch chat. Would have been a good time for Leap to show up. What are you doing, Leap? There you are. Get him. Kill it. Okay, that was a good fight. Second Doom and Gloom. You know, I kind of like that. Depending on drawing the one Doom and Gloom, if it's on the bottom of the deck, it can be really tough to deal with multi-enemy fights, or just tough to get our Dark Orb out in general. Having a second one as a backup feels pretty good, actually. It might be Andrew, thanks for 100 bits. Who's the Defect's favorite singer? Roy Orbison. Love it. Might want to consider upgrading those Doom and Glooms, but let's get our power upgraded first. We are facing triple sentries. Here's Leap being pretty reasonable. Thank you, Leap. Looks like next turn could be a bit of trouble, though. Might be a good candidate for a Swift Potion here. We'd like to get either Doom and Gloom or just a Frost Orb down. If we can start looping Frost and get down to 2 sentries, we'll have a much easier time with this fight. Go Doom and Gloom Leap, perhaps. Definitely want to get down Doom and Gloom turn 1 here. Don't think we loop instead of Leap. Because that's take 10, and ouch, my face. Let's see if I Cold Snap twice. He'll have 18 health. Depending on where this orb goes, might have a couple options. We can just take 11, and then realistically we win the fight from there. It's not horrible. Could also compile Rubber. Throwing into recursion would be pretty good. Yeah, that would let me guarantee a kill. But only if I got the recursion. If I miss the recursion, we take more. I think I'm fine with the 1 in 3 chance. And we get it, too. Okay, so we play Zap, and the front one dies to the Dark Orb. Take only 6. And then we should be in the clear from here. Thinking about skipping the Doom and Gloom because we were going to draw a defrag for block next turn. Let's do that. We're very close to getting 10 block per turn, and that's total safety for us. Plus the one lightning orb is going to make it pretty short from here. Perfect. Okay, that's total safety. We have 3 frost orbs. Oops. Slippery finger. Still get the kill, though. Okay, Bag of Marbles is back for that turn 1 Vuln, and Fission is here. And let me tell you, this is definitely a deck that could make use of a Fission. We have a lot of Orb Gen. Chaos is also pretty spicy here. What I really like about the Fission, yeah, is that we can take it and upgrade it right away. Normally, Fission is a little bit lackluster without the upgrade. Really pops with that upgrade for Act 2, especially. I'll take it. Then we want to add even more Orb Gen from here. Glacier would be good. Darkness would be good. That sort of deal. Didn't really evaluate Guardian with 25 health, though. We could be in danger here. Definitely looks like I want to use the Focus Potion, given our lackluster turn 1. We need to do enough damage to transform or block enough to survive, and we have really not drawn much in the way of inspiring. So let's use that to give ourselves the best chance possible. There are some pretty bad draws we could get here. That's definitely up there, but I think it's not bad enough to kill us, thankfully. I'm pretty sure if I defrag dual cast Strike, we're fine, but only because I used the Focus Potion last turn. Right, we would do 12 twice plus 6, which is 30. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. But only because of the Focus Potion, again. Oh. Hello? Ow. I guess next turn I can Cold Snap Zap Fission, or maybe just Zap Fission. It'll be fine. But I need this orb right now. Not going to play any Doom and Glooms there. And yeah, this is why front-loaded block is good. This is why we added the loop. Or the leap, rather, not the loop. Loop? Leap. In fact, maybe I save the Cold Snap for after playing Fission here. Get one less card. Still worth it, though. Taking a little bit currently. Take 4 more to get a Dark Orb down. Feels important. Hit me. Put the Dark Orb in front. Now we're cooking. Be a short fight from here. Sweet. Dual cast it. Put a Frost Orb back in front. Cook a new Dark Orb. Do that one more time and we win. Lightly spooky fight, but ultimately no problem. GG. Deke. Deke is pretty potent. I could also see All for One with Recursion being spicy. But currently would only work on the Recursion, maybe Dual Cast or Zap. I think Seek's probably better. Seek lets us get any card from the draw pile, put it into our hand. Definitely very helpful for putting a useful turn together. And we're being offered Runic Pyramid, which absolutely cooks with everything we're doing. Or we could take a Frozen Core, which is also kind of interesting with Fission getting us automatic Frost Orb Gen. But I think it's very hard to turn down a Runic Pyramid. At the end of turn, no longer discard your hand. I think Pyramid plus Turnip is really good in Act 2. And then the rest of the stuff we have is going to be even better. I'll take a Pyramid. I am a Pyramid believer. Yeah, would have been a fun Frozen Core run if only the other choices were actually worse than Frozen Core. But, yeah, Pyramid does seem pretty good here. And you know what else seems pretty good here? aggressively removing strikes. If only I could actually visit all 3 shops. Maybe not. There's a burning elite in the way. We can do 2 at minimum, though. Get rid of 2 strikes here. That seems pretty good. You know, Runic Pyramid is good, but most times you see it, you can't justify taking it. Can I explain when you should or should not take Pyramid? How do you deal with being draw choked? So Pyramid is best when you have either a deck that is dependent on cycling back to the same cards over and over again, or you have a good cost and energy generation balance. This is definitely a relic that wants you to have a few zero-cost cards. You've got the recursion. Fission helps a bit here, too. And Defect, in general, has access to a wide array of energy-generating cards. So I'm hopeful that even if we don't immediately get use out of every single card we have, even if we can't immediately play all of our cards, we can still pick up cards to generate energy, and then we'll be in a better shape. That's the theory, anyhow. Okay, hold on. Enemy is quite a troublemaker, I see. Give me... Start looping a Frost. And then just give me a Lightning Orb, too. It's okay. Pyramid can be tough when you've got a whole bunch of high-cost cards, and then you do indeed end up with your hand clogged. Hand clog, though, is, in general, kind of an overstated problem with Pyramid. In general, you can mitigate hand clog by ensuring that you're spending all of your energy every turn. Don't deliberately retain more cards than you need to. That's a really good hologram. Yeah, don't deliberately retain more cards than you need to. So even if you don't need to defend, for example, but you still have some energy, just play something to make a bit of room. And again, prioritize upgrades that reduce energy cost. Pick up cards that make energy, and it'll start to blend together a lot better. This is not a great turn 1 here. I could play Doom and Gloom, but I think it's probably better to just block as much as we can. Go Cold Snap, defend, defend. And then try to survive next turn. Is it worth taking Loop without a Dark Orb? Not unless you have at least some focus, I think. With focus, it gets a lot better. Here's Leap being good. Alright, I'll take the 2 to get one of these Doom and Glooms down. I'm not able to save health anyway. Ow. Here we are. Give me Fission, thank you. And you die next turn, easy peasy. Another upgraded hologram. I'm not going to say no to that. Love hologram, with Runic Pyramid especially. And I certainly love being healed to full as well. I think with Runic Pyramid, often taking early damage is a huge problem, and the card Boot sequence on Defect can really help with this. If you get attacked on turn 1, it's 10 block, easy peasy, and if you don't, well guess what? You get to keep it in your hand until you do. That's pretty sweet. Second copy of Loop is pretty good as well here, although does need an upgrade. Sundial with Runic Pyramid can be a win condition. Can absolutely plan a deck around that. With 2 holograms, all we would need is 1 recycle, and we'd pretty much be there, but I think we'd be fine even without it at that point. I think I'd much rather take the current health here. Making sure we don't die in Act 2 is gotta be our top priority at the moment. It'd be foolish to do anything else. Perhaps buying a potion to make an upcoming elite a bit more reasonable is also a good idea. Would be nice to fight this elite. I don't know if it's a wise choice. I'll start with Waffle and card remove, which I think is going on strike. Leaves us with 111. We can buy Explosive Pot or Boot Sequence, but not both. What do I think of card draw cards like Skim with Pyramid? Pyramid wants to end up in a state where you have about 5 cards in your hand at the end of the turn. You want enough draw to fill up your hand one time, but not so much draw that your hand is clogged, because at that point you're wasting draw. So I think 1 Skim would probably be good here, but without energy generating cards, you don't want much card draw with Pyramid. Just a bit. Once you get energy generation, then the sky's the limit. Currently, we're not there. Let's see, who's our Act Boss? Collector. I'll take a Boot Sequence here. Is Streamline a consideration with double hologram? Maybe it should be. Can't afford anything on sale, can we? No, not quite. I think I would probably take Explosive Potion before I took Streamline here. Question is, are we going to fight this elite, or are we going to go around here? I guess let's see what the first event is. Remove a card, or upgrade all our strikes it defends. Ooh. It's actually tempting to upgrade all in the current position, but I'm going to go with the remove. We've got lots of removes headed our way. The more removes we can get, the better. That said, we might want to consider removing some defends, actually. This deck does not need a whole lot of defends, necessarily. We do need some damage for Act 2 elites. Let's remove 1 defend. We'll remove a strike next and then keep alternating, I think. Willy Vanilli with a 31 months. Thank you, thank you. I guess it's really more the second elite we get to opt in or out of. Let's do the first one. I'm not afraid. And I'm especially not afraid if I kill these nerds, because then we'll be able to weaken our foes on turn 1, which you'd love to see. I'm going to keep the recursion here. It's not a great turn 1 against these 3, unfortunately. Let's go double defend this turn, then we get to keep the Boot Sequence 0 cost block 6 for next turn. We may end up using Colorless Potion next turn. Maybe I should use it this turn, if I'm going to use it at all. This is a good opportunity, given our bad turn 1 draw. It could give us card draw to make the turn better. It could give us Apotheosis. It could make the whole fight better. It could give us the Bomb, which would solve the fight, but only if I get it right now. And Agreed would do similar. Okay, I'll use it now. Good Instincts, Deep Breath, Swift Strike. Well, that's mediocre, but at least I've got a Swift Strike here. Bummer. Alright, hit you. Not looking good here, I gotta say. Thankfully we got Seek. And holograms can fetch Swift Strike, which is also not bad. Looks like I probably want to seek for Fission here. We could do something like Cold Snap, Seek Fission. Play Fission. Do a bunch. Definitely kill Romeo this turn. We have Loop in play, so we definitely like to end our turn with... Okay, so we can do Doom and Gloom, then Recursion will kill Romeo. We still have the Dark Orb. We can hologram for what here? Cold Snap? And then next turn I can hologram Recursion and kill Bear. Cold Snap only saves 2, though, actually. Guess I don't have a better line, huh? Yeah, I don't have a better line. We don't take very much, though. It's a good turn. It's 3. And they both die if I dual cast a Dark Orb, so we're out of here. Okay, that really wasn't that bad. We only paid 5 health. We get the Red Mask, meaning enemies are weakened on turn 1, and we're given Streamline, Rebound, Barrage. Gotta say, with Runic Pyramid, I am a big fan of Rebound, allowing us to put a card back on top. I think Rebound with Recursion is really going to slap in particular. I'm going to grab that. We could use a little bit more direct damage and a little bit more deck manipulation, and that does give us both of those things. Get an upgrade now. Probably we should upgrade Seek to get 2 cards. I also do like upgrading Dual Cast soon. It's going to depend on how the Elite Fight goes, though. We might be resting. Definitely a little spooky to not have any potions for this Elite Fight. But we do have Weaken and Vuln on turn 1. That does help a bit. Do I fission now? Or do I wait? I think we maybe want to wait with fission. How's it going, the Pope? Happy Tuesday. And Ben Hobel's also joining the list of channel cuties. Holy heck, it's a triple cutie day. Dear Twitch chat, show your waffles if you got them. All hail. Another new cutie on the list. Get you added right away. How's it going, Salco? Did have to cancel my trip, unfortunately. Nothing terrible, though. Nobody's hurt or injured or anything like that. Okay, being attacked for 24 on this turn is a little spooky. Seek for something like Defragment Recursion. Getting looped down also looks kind of important here. With the holograms, I think Recursion is where it's at. Defragment Recursion. Perfect. Excellent. Commence the murdering. Love it. Let's just go loop. Defend. We should be good next turn. 4 cuties. Shah also joining the illustrious list of channel cuties. Holy heck. That demands even more waffles. Everyone, every single person who has waffles, please post them in chat. Show us all a good time. All right, list is updated. And I owe the chat a celebratory dad joke. What do our newest list incumbents enjoy for a hot beverage? QT. No refunds. Even if you really ought to get one. Dead, by the way. Force field. It currently has 2 powers. So it's not good yet, but I think it's going to be good later. I'm going to take on that Burning Elite. I don't want to take on that Burning Elite. Don't even think about that Burning Elite. Do think about this Elite, though. Some celebrity as well. Oof. Get a Cold Snap Plus. I don't hate that. A little bit more damage. Would have been much better if we'd upgraded 1 or more Doom and Glooms, but oh well. I'm going to upgrade Dual Cast to be 0 cost with Runic Pyramid. I think that's very valuable, especially with these 2 holograms. Yeah, surely we don't go for the Burning Elite here. That could be Super Slavers. That's super spooky. Although, with Preserved Insect, it's a lot less spooky. Definitely going to fight these nerds. Hello. Welcome to Pain Town. Population U nerds. Slime Rhino, thanks so much for the Prime sub and the 3 months of support. Tiny Slavers. Look how small they are. Oh, heck. That's not quite ideal. Although I have the potion. We're good. Here we go. Cool. Kunai. Okay, now I'm really liking where we're at. If you play 3 attacks in 1 turn, gain a dexterity. Also, hello? Hologram here, too. Second Seek is pretty powerful. Bias Cog is also very good. I think it might be better to take more consistency, though, rather than more high-level power. I've already got a long-term scaling mechanism with this kunai. I think I like that second seek quite a lot. It's also a +1 draw upgrade for us. Yeah, thankfully, you're weak on turn 1, Mr. Plant. Dinky Plant. Dual cast this. Or I can draw another card with it. Actually, no. This is a guaranteed full block. Then we just go Loop, Doom and Gloom, Seek, Hologram, Hologram, Dual Cast, dead. I like this. This is spicy. Claw? I don't think so. We are looking for 0-cost attacks with the kunai. Though I'd rather have a beam cell or better yet a go for the eyes. Claw does not do a whole lot. I don't think we take one right now. Sadly, Claw is Flaw. But you know what's not Flaw is Old Beggar removing a card from the deck. And then I can go to the shop and still remove a card from the deck because Smiling Mask. So how about 2 removes? I'll take it. Lose 1 strike, lose 1 defend. Rip orange pellets that we could have never afforded anyway. But yeah, there they are. And there they go. Kunar. Also Turnip. Thank you, glorious turnip, for your salvation upon us this day. That back. Looks good. Looks very good. There's that beam cell. Or we could take a cool-headed. I'll take the beam cell. The Roger, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. And I guess I'll upgrade this Seek also. Alright, let's trust in turn 1 colorless potion. Transmutation, actually not horrible here with this turn 1. Flash of Steel goes with the kunai. Or Discovery could give us something completely different. Actually do like the Flash of Steel here. We're likely to get a kunai activation this turn. And then if we build up a little bit of dexterity, once we get debuffed, the turnip saves us from the frail, so we can block for quite a lot. Discovery could give us an Echo Form, though. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright, okay, how about a Creative AI? Or just a Cold Snap? Creative AI does seem good, though, in a boss fight. I'll take it. Transmutation might have been better, though. True. Play this just to be avoiding hand clog. Of course the top card was Ascender's Bane. What else could it possibly have been? Okay, we would really like to kill one of these minions sooner rather than later here. Liking the idea of having Fission to get set up here. Grab a Rebound. Rebound Cold Snap here. Sweet. Get rid of you and get our scaling down. Also, with the force field, the creative AI was kind of nice, too. Right, we're not getting attacked next turn, so this is a good turn to play Doom and Gloom. Even Doom and Gloom dual cast the Frost away. And we might as well play Capacitor, because I want force field to be free. So yes, let's do this. Keep the recursion for next turn. And then let's make it a full block, even. Oh, electrodynamics. Well, that's convenient. Give him the zip zap, then. Debuff me, will you? But I just play Echo Form instead. I'm blocking. What the heck is recursion? 142, huh? So this is where hand clog becomes a slight issue. Only slight, though. Might be a good time for our energy potion. Or we could just lose the Dark Orb. Start over. Feels kind of bad. That part does feel kind of bad. I get to look at, what? Like 2 new cards here, right? Hand Clog is real. Let's see, if I double Doom and Gloom, do both minions die? One dies instantly. Second one takes 14 plus 10 plus 10. Which is only 34. So no, it does not die immediately. But have to play additional cards with the energy potion to get a kill. Jonathan-a-thon with the Prime Sum at 42 months. What is the ultimate number of months, the universe, and everything? 42. Also just get a lot of block here. This will do something like this. Oh wait, we won't double it, will we? To double Cold Snap on the collector here. Otherwise, it doesn't actually double. Okay, that's fine. And then we can Hologram Leap or Hologram Cold Snap. Both are valid. I hologram the Cold Snap, I gain more stuff. We should also Energy Potion here. So in fact, maybe let's do... Bound here, gain the Dex, Hologram the Leap. Play the Leap. Play the Defense. As little as possible. Still hurts quite a bit. And then the loop kills the minions. Okay. Looking a bit better. Definitely got a lot of hand clog thanks to our... creative AI. Almost backfired, actually. Almost. Except for the part where it made buffer. Part seems good. And then Bias Cog. Yeah, seems really good. Rest in pieces, nerd. GG. Not bad. Here's a multicast. Evoke the next orb X times rather than 2 times or 1 time. Or with Runic Pyramid, we could take an Amplify, looking to double our defrag and or the loop. With 2 Seeks, actually, this Amplify is quite spicy. That's a good Amplify. I like it. Yeah, with the double Seek in the Pyramid, it's really too good not to be true. Or something. And we're offered 3 forms of energy. Either no more upgrading, enemies gain 1 strength, or future card rewards have less options. The Wrong Mousecatool, thanks for the Prime sub. We're not sure how many rest sites we're going to get in Act 3 because we don't have the green key yet, and we still have to recall. So yeah, I'd call this a relatively free Fusion Hammer. We're missing 1 or 2 upgrades, probably. Whereas we'd miss a lot of card rewards if we take Busted Crown, which have a high chance to be upgraded. The important things are upgraded, although losing the Amplify upgrade is going to sting, for sure. I think that's fine. Let's see what our Burning Elite path looks like anyway. Yeah, so we were only ever going to get 1 upgrade anyhow, right? This is a very free Fusion Hammer. I guess 1 more in next act, although I'll probably just rest then too. We do get a shop. We do get 3 elites. I guess I can't complain too much. We could even go an extra shop here for an extra remove. That's not a bad idea. Just keep dunking the basic cards. Got plenty of them. Would love to see them all gone. Not inspiring turn 1, but that's how it goes sometimes. See if we can play the Doom and Gloom, hey? Boot sequence, Doom and Gloom, leap. And then am I able to block here? Looks like we have to play the Fission. Iffy. But very well. Okay, seek for seek and amplify. Play amplify, seek for loop. Recursion. Over this. Get that back. Cool. Here's a glacier. Twink. FTL could help with the kunai. Interesting. No medical kit for us. That's fine, though. I'm just going to save the rest of our money. We are good. For a little while, anyway. Would I pick Amplify more often if it exhausted? Potentially. In this situation, it's actually better that it doesn't, because we can hologram it, for example. But yeah, I could see wanting wanting it to go away. Could definitely see that. Duplication potion's a pretty powerful thing. Genetic algorithm with a plus is a pretty powerful thing. Definitely not too late to pick this up and have it be good block for the endgame. Aggregate could do interesting things. So could Melter, but I'm going to take this algorithm. I think that's a very good late game block. And guess what? We get another bonus shop. Runic Capacitor in this one. Who cares? We're here to remove cards all day, every day. Forever. Not my problem. Two block. Excuse you. More of these. Yeah, we can again amplify or hologram the amplify to use it again, or we can rebound it too. Got some fun choices. Good turn. Fairy in a Bottle, a very good potion here. These are excellent potions for the endgame, actually. We can take one more unupgraded hologram. With 2 upgraded ones in a very compact deck, I don't think we need the 3rd one, necessarily. Fantasia with a Prime sub in 33 months. Thank you, thank you. And Arya for a Splee with a Tier 2 sub and 8 months of generous support. Thank you. It's not the turn one you want to see. Oh well, I'm not that afraid of this thing. Maybe I should be. Would strongly prefer to double this. Make room in hand here. Okay, cool. Definitely a bit of a slow start here. Should get Doom and Gloom down. Like 1. 1's good. Then we can hollow the recursion again. Take 1 more again. Looking a bit better. That sets up for a kill with dual cast. Easy fight. Core Surge. If we get this turn 1 against Heart, or if we get either of our Seeks turn 1 against Heart, this can allow us to block Vulnerable. If we find a Bias Cognition, it can do a lot more than that. We still have some time to find a Bias Cognition. 2 elites that could give rare cards. Several regular combats. Could be on sale in this shop, too. But where is the Inloth when you need it? Where, oh where, could my Inloth be? Alright, not a bad turn 1. Hey, not bad at all. Much as I would like to amplify Loop, getting it in play right away in this fight, which is quite short, sounds very helpful. We can amplify our defragment. I'm thinking Seek for Seek, Seek for Amplify, Seek for Glacier, Seek for Recursion, maybe. Or no, Doom and Gloom. It'd be nice to do that, too. Repto herself is regenerating. That's not horrible here. It's not too bad. Let's rebound Doom and Gloom. And then full block. That sounds good. No problem. Recursion kills the dagger instantly. Low Glacier here. And then you're already dead, right? Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Calipers are good here. At the start of the turn, lose 15 block rather than all of it. Now we have a good reason to just go Frost Fogus. Barnsey lad, thanks for the prime sub. This Amplify goes to 11, that's right. Actually, I guess without upgrading, it only goes to 5. It's a sad amp. I would love Thread Needle to go with Calipers, but we have to take the key here. Nothing spectacular here. Let's just lose our last strike, eh? We've removed so many cards. We have 1 defend and Zap and Dual Cast. So we've removed 7 starter cards at this point. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. And we can trade some health for the Glowing Tesseract. I've got plenty of health to spare here, so show me some colorless cards. Secret Weapon is okay. Purity could be interesting. Take a look at the other options. Finesse is great with Kunai. Blind is also pretty good, giving us a way to weaken enemies here. Great with holograms. I like Blind a lot. So Blind, Finesse... Maybe just Secret Weapon, another way to get Core Surge on turn 1. Voidwalker, did you hear about the teenage defect that had a bad case of acne? He'd unfortunately suffered a pore surge. No refunds. I'm going to keep this defrag in case I can amplify it. You say no refunds, then you bust out that garbage. Grimmer, how can you justify this? Grimmer, I demand answers. Grimmer, please. Good. Now you die. We're also immune to weaken, so if we Core Surge the vulnerable with Ginger and Turnip, the heart will not debuff us at all. Take one more Compiled Rubber here. Another good Kunai card. Okay, full block, no prob, and play the loop. Sounds good. That in right away here. Get some lightning orbs. Cool, cool. Everything seems fine. So I'll keep drawing. Okay, we get to keep lots of this block. Excellent. Take that, you stinky transients. Beautiful. Power Potion is good, but is it as good as a dupe pot or a fairy? I kind of doubt it. More unupgraded commons, but they're unupgraded commons that say Frost on them, which means they're worth at least thinking about. I think we don't take them. With all the starter cards removed, adding unupgraded commons surely can't benefit us very much. So I say nay. Core Surge would be good here. Unfortunately, I cannot seem to find it in my draw. Oh well. So it's blocked for 25 here. Guess I can amp loop. Play Force Field, play Boot Sequence. Hologram Amplify on the defrag. Yeah, cooking. Now we should be able to generate more block than this thing can deal damage, so it cannot harm us. Not really. One more defragment? It's not upgradable, though, is the problem. So this is just one focus with Fusion Hammer. Turbo is an option, letting us get 2 more energy. That can help avoid Hand Clog, which currently we can definitely create. That might be worth it more than the defrag, actually. Just a little bit more energy here, so we can have bigger and better turns. Give me that. Give me that. We go back up to almost full health, and now we fight the Bird Nerd. Could be a pretty easy opponent overall. Bird Nerd. Because we have a kunai, so that we can scale block, and we have calipers to retain block. So no, it really shouldn't be that difficult. A fun little turn. Kill you. It's only an 8x4, thankfully. Any way to kill you? Yes. Good. Good. Very good. I think I'll be amplifying this turn, mind you. Though I will be playing Fission. Wonderful. Let's just wait till next turn. Start with the defrag. Can hologram loop here. Keep that in hand. Is one loop sufficient? Probably it is. Probably it is. Although, how do I not get murdered here? That is the question. Answer is, as usual, the power blocking is mostly fine. Ow. How's it going, Radiant Dalinar? Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your gifted sub, courtesy of Balrog RPG. Are Dark Orbs the way we kill Act 3 bosses in Heart? Yeah, with the loop, it's all about building a Dark Orb and then just using the recursion to retain control of it, basically. That's our repeated damage-dealing mechanism. We can just have it in front every turn and keep using it. Stay blind, give me recursion, recursion again. Yeah, see? Just becomes toast. Totally toast. Two cards in the pile. Let's just go Leap, Hologram, Compile Driver. That'll draw recursion here. Kill it with recursion. Put the Dark Orb back in front. Dual cast it next turn to kill. Easy peasy. How's it going, Valkis? What's Nova Drift? Basically, imagine an arcade shoot-'em-up type shooter game. You've got a little ship. You can get upgrades for it with different bullet types. You're trying to shoot waves of enemies, but with a roguelite sort of gameplay layer added on top. It's a fun time. Right, let's go Glacier and get all the orb types out here. Or roguelite asteroids, another good way to phrase it. Yeah. Precisely. Here we go. Give me Chill and Turbo. Now we're talking. Take the Dark Orb in front. Thank you very much. Recursion right now. $116. Okay. We're dying first, looks like. It's fine to me. You're also dead next turn. I like it. Great fight. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all this orb juggling? Have I been here before? We have to rest. We only get 3 health. Too bad. We have to. Getting ads as a sub? That should definitely not be happening, White Lotus. Interesting. There's the go for the eyes. Okay, that's not bad, actually. We can do card removal, go for the eyes. We don't need the go for the eyes necessarily, but I think it's worth adding. Chris22, thanks for the Prime sub. Yeah, I would definitely try refreshing. You could even try using a different browser if you're still having an issue. That's often a common fix for such problems. Discovery into Echo form. Ain't that a thing? Could be. I'm going to trust in what we have, though. See how it holds up. Oh, that double artifact strip, though. That's so powerful. Let's weaken you. I guess let's weaken your friend, too. Could mean not being able to turn around next turn, though. I don't like that very much. Let's save all the damage this turn. I think it's safer to keep it for future turn. It's only 3. Yeah, it's a little spooky. Force Field, I could just hardcast it. I think we're better off playing the Compile here, drawing 2 mystery cards. Were we? Unclear. Doom and Gloom dual cast. Doom and Gloom Cold Snap dual cast. Looks good enough, at least. Block for a bit here. You also get a Kunai proc. Yeah, we do take some damage, that's for sure. It's okay to take a bit. We have a lot of max health, and we have a Fairy in a Bottle. You can use genetic algorithm to block this more or less in its entirety. So we can get down to Amplify Loop, for example. Well, let's Secret Weapon. Go for the eyes into my hand for later. Do I want to get anything out of my hand here? I think we're good for the moment. Could play Rebound. Let's play Rebound. Just make 1 more spot in hand. This is going to charge up pretty quick, so the idea is that we can use it to get a kill pretty quick here. Dual cast is in the discard pile, so I can do 84 here. With Beam Cell Core Surge, can we not just kill very quickly here? It looks like we probably can. It'd be very nice to get rid of Spire Spear here. Yeah, Doom and Gloom does it. Doom and Gloom, Hologram, Dual Cast. Full block with the Leap. Next turn we're safe. So we'll just do this. All right. Rebound the recursion. Doesn't matter, we just fission and we win. Up the nunchaku slightly then. Okay, pretty good fight. We're only missing a little bit of health. Stone Calendar can definitely help with the heart fight. And we can take a rainbow or a skim. I don't actually hate rainbow here. Another way to get dark orbs down. Skim at the very end of the game is cute. Not required, though. We have enough card draw as it is. What are we going to use our duplication potion on? Probably we want to double the defrag, or maybe we get one more loop. Let's see. If I'm looping Frost for block, then adding defrag is just going to be... Well, I'll have, let's see, double loop and 3 orb slots. So 7 orbs, adding another 2 focus is 14 additional output. Or if I have 6 focus, 4 additional orbs. No. Yeah. No, just be 2 additional orbs, right? Yeah. An extra loop is only going to be looping an orb 2 times. So with 6 focus, looping an orb 2 times would be minimum 16 output. And it also gives me more control over which orb is getting magnified. So I think I'd rather duplicate the loop over the defragment. Okay, cool. Let's take the rainbow. Does Amp plus Duplication Potion play the card 3 times? Yes, it does. As long as we play Amplify, then drink the Dupe Potion, then use the power, we can get a triple play on a power. And that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to go Boot Sequence, Doom and Gloom, Compile Driver, because I would really like to get Core Surge down. So let's draw 2 here. Can you add Echo Form into that to get quadruple playing power? You could, yes. Saint it, unfortunately. Get a 1 energy refund, but I also get the Dex. Probably I want the Dex here. Let's just keep these cards. Not the great turn 1 we were looking for. But probably good enough, I'm hoping. This looks rather promising. Glacier into Fission seems kind of reasonable here. Give me a bunch of block, draw some cards. Okay, there's Secret Weapon and Blind. Blind saves a lot of health here. Secret Weapon does not fetch Seek, unfortunately. Could try Compile Driving again, I guess. Already got Compile Driver in hand. Is there any weapon I want to secretly get? Rebound, perhaps. Could do something like Rebound Hologram here. There's no relic that makes you immune to vulnerable? No, there's only the Odd Mushroom, which makes you take less additional damage from vulnerable, but it does not make you immune. It's not very good overall. Guess we'll stop here. It's never killing me, thankfully, but oof, what a turn. At least Leap is here. If it weren't for Leap, we'd have no one. It's a tough life. Maybe even Leap Hologram Leap here. Not much reason to play Go for the Eyes. We get an extra turn a week, but it doesn't matter. Probably dual cast our Frost, too. Can tell things are tough when Leap Minus is your out. Yeah, definitely. Glacier's maybe a bit better, actually. Got a turbo for that, but still worth it. Take 16, go to 40. Keep 2 Frost Orbs, too. All right, finally, we can get our powers down. Hologram. Amplify? Just hologram. But more options. Calipers are good here. And then we're gonna duplication potion with a loop here. Well, I maybe should have done that last turn. But yeah, after this turn we'll be set up and we should be fine. So we go amplify, duplication potion, loop. 1, 2, 3. We have loop 6. And then give me Dex. So let the blocking begin. Definitely time to put a Dark Orb in front. Looks like I need more Frost, actually. We want you to be weakened. Please and thank you. Here we go. Okay. Let's hologram recursion here. Let's go. Where do I want this to go? I do want a Frost Door back in front. Isao, thanks for the mini raid. Welcome, Raider. Welcome, welcome. +1 is still +1. I won't complain. Thank you and welcome. Yeah, I need this to not be gone. Play this to get it out of my hands. Thank you. There's the recursion. We want to bring it below 200 this turn. Very important. Which we do. And then you just win, right? Easy game. 236. How about a recursion? GG. GG. That worked out really well, actually. We took that recursion early on over a bias cognition of all things, I believe, and it worked out shockingly well, enabling that Dark Orb to do so much stuff, combined with our Orb control. GG. Yeah, winning sure seems good. Distorable, thank you so much for 54 months of support. GG. Set the streak back to 1. Flurber Flurpus, thanks for the 9 months of support. The 9-month stream, baby. Yeah, what? Has it been done? The fairy sleeps. And so shall I. GG. That was a good one. I mean, Pyramid is usually pretty strong, but I really liked what it did with the loops and the recursion. It was recursion over bias cog, right? No, it was recursion rainbow ball lightning. Sorry. What was the bias cognition? Oh, it was seek over bias cognition. That's right. Excuse me. So no, recursion was over rainbow or ball lightning, and I stand by that. This recursion was excellent with the upgrade. Absolutely excellent. Next up, Twitch chat. I'd really like to check out some Nova Drift. It's one part sort of arcadey shooter, like Asteroids. One part roguelite. After 5 years of early access, Nova Drift has finally gotten a 1.0 release. So I'd like, since I've kept my eye on it since practically the beginning, I'd like to check it out and see what the full release feels like. So we'll be doing that in a bit. Before that happens, Twitch chat, it's break time for me. Gonna refill the legs, stretch the water, all that jazz. Upon my return, we'll play some Nova Drift. BRB. Yeah, fill out those demon forms, Turtling Herd. See you in a bit.